Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the all-new Toyota Tundra, and more specifically the Hybrid Tundra, the Capstone, and the TRD Pro. And we're going to talk about the pricing with these new packages because Toyota just released official pricing and also official fuel economy with the Hybrid, so we can pretty much get into all of that in today's video. With that being said, let's just hop right into it. So let's just get right into the facts and figures, starting with the Hybrid powertrain. It's pretty expensive. $3,400 as an upgrade over the standard powertrain. Now, in terms of the specs with both of them, standard powertrain is a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6, goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. It's good for 389 horsepower, and then it is good for 479 pound-feet of torque. So it's a strong powertrain to start off with. The Hybrid, however, is quite a bit more. So it's got 437 horsepower and then 583 pound-feet of torque. And Toyota's also released fuel economy numbers. So for a two-wheel drive truck, the Hybrid powertrain is going to average 22 miles per gallon. For a four-wheel drive truck, it's going to be 20 miles per gallon. So both figures are better than what you're going to get with the standard powertrain from a fuel economy standpoint. Now, that being said, if I just put some quick opinion in here, if you are going for the Hybrid powertrain, it's not going to be to save on money. So just understand that, right? $3,400 is quite a bit of money, and since the fuel economy difference is a difference, but it's not that massive. You're going to have to drive a ton of miles to be able to make up the money. So you're going to want to buy the Hybrid powertrain if you want the extra acceleration and capability that's associated with it. But if you're trying to save money, right, on gas, doesn't make sense. Just get the standard powertrain. That's just, you know, a little bit of Ben Hardy information. Anyways, moving from that, we now have official pricing on the TRD Pro and the Capstone as well. And the Hybrid powertrain wasn't shocking enough. These two are shocking as well. So the TRD Pro comes standard with the Hybrid powertrain, and it starts at $68,500. That is right. It is more expensive than a Raptor to start off with, and it's more expensive than the new Silverado ZR2, and it's almost as expensive as the base price of a Ram TRX. And so, yeah, I mean, we kind of saw this coming, right? Because the TRD Pro has the Hybrid as standard, and you know, it's their top line model and all that, but still $68,500, and that's before options and all that, and so that is pretty expensive. And then the Capstone, $75,000. Now the Capstone is going to come pretty fully loaded. Like, there's not going to be a lot of options you can add to it. That being said, though, it's as expensive as, you know, a loaded up Ram Limited, not a super loaded up Ford F-150 Limited, but still, you could buy a Ford F-150 Limited for about that price. And so what that means is Toyota's definitely put themselves into a completely new market, right? With the previous generation, a fully loaded Tundra was like 60 grand. So now we're looking at over 70,000, almost $80,000 for a fully loaded Tundra. It's pretty crazy stuff. And then I guess some other prices that we should get into is the price comparison between some of the manufacturers, right? So for example, the 1794 and Platinum with the Tundra are both going to be $62,000 and $62,000 for both of them in terms of their prices with the Hybrid powertrains, which is about the same amount of money as a King Ranch Hybrid, which is competitive with them. So I guess that kind of reiterates my point that Toyota is going to be as expensive as other manufacturers with their vehicles with comparable packages, instead of being less expensive like they were in the past. And so, yeah, it's definitely a pretty interesting change. I mean, we'll see how it goes, right? So far, the new Tundra has done really well. People have, been buying them, right? It's been a super hyped up truck. But it'll be interesting to see how the higher up packages do. I think that the lower down packages, right, the SR5, the TRD Sport, and then the Limited, I think those are going to do very well. But it'll be interesting to see if there will be some conversion from Ford and from Ram buyers to, the TRD Pro, from Raptor buyers and TRX buyers, and then, to the Capstone from Ram Limited and Ford F-150 Limited buyers. If you own, any of those trucks, I want you to let me know in the comment section down below if you're considering changing over to the Tundra and why. That'd be interesting to hear from some of you guys, or if it just seems like it's completely absurd to you, right? The prices are just too high for what you're getting, kind of what you guys think on all of that. But I don't want this video to be terribly long because it's just a pricing update. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.